Hi guys, this is Christine, your relationship and mindset master doctor, and your leverage for change. So today I want to come and speak about because I did a video earlier about the relationship when two anxious, preoccupied individuals are in a relationship, when they get together in an intimate relationship, how that can play out. And so I wanted to kind of really address how it is that the avoidance now, how it is when especially two dismissive avoidant attachment style individuals will be in relationship, intimate or romantic relationships. And I was a little wary of really calling this a relationship, because usually these two this attachment style, the dismissive avoidant attachment style, and when they if they ever do, or if, which I think is very rare, but if they do get into a kind of a relationship with a romantic relationship, I would more call it like a partnership. Because it's more there's relationships kind of give you that sense that there's some kind of emotional context to this relationship, right, or this partnership. But a partnership can be like between two business people, right? And I have to say that for the dismissive avoidant attachment style individuals, if two of those individuals got together, it would be more of a partnership and not really a relationship. Because as you should know that from watching all the other videos on dismissive avoidance, they're very uncomfortable with anything to do with emotions. So they don't express their emotions freely, if at all. And They have this distance that's always between them and their partners. And this, guys, is this is what would happen if two of this particular style individuals get together. There is going to be like a partnership, of course, with it, because it's really non-emotional. It's going to be a bit more on logic on what works for either of them. And that might be a pro, because they kind of in terms of emotions, they're not going to be suffocating each other with that kind of that emotional thing that usually when you're with another, especially the anxious, preoccupied, that they would do to with a dismissive avoidant partner. They're not going to require that closeness, right? So they're not going to trigger each other to leave or move away or distance themselves, which is good in terms of a partnership. But as a relationship, if you're talking, and as some people, it might work for someone, but I notice just in my work that many times the dismissive avoidant and the anxious are the ones that are almost drawn to each other. Because on one level, guys, even though the avoidants they don't want to be triggered emotionally, because that makes them leave or disappear, they do need, at the basic level of a human being, they need that closeness and that emotional connection. Even though when it gets too deep, they will run. But they like that feeling of being loved and cared for, and some, as anxious, preoccupied individuals, almost adored. Like they put them on a pedestal. So these two partners who are dismissive avoidance, they're not going to do that for each other. They will, not trigger each other, because they're not going to get too close and emotionally connected to want to try and get too close to the other person. They are going to be quite content, maybe watching a movie together, and one is over on one side and one is over on the other side, or in their, one is on their special chair and the other one is in their whatever, and they're quite fine, because that emotional connection is not necessarily needed or wanted that it's not something that they crave, right? They have been taught, actually, they've learned to fear emotional connection. So they may get together for a little while for whatever it is that they do to satisfy certain needs, but then they will just separate again, right? It is, and these individuals are not going to be individuals telling each other, having long conversations about just life. No, it's going to be on whatever is needed to be okay, to operate well in that partnership. It's not going to be, just sitting down and watching something and then they go into the look at that or whatever. It won't be a lot of it. If the conversation is going to go on, it's going to be more about logic and things about surface level things, nothing deep, right? Someone like these two, this attachment style together as in partnership, really, the relationship is going to lack that emotional connection. So each partner will feel that emptiness from time to time, and it's almost like an empty relationship, which is a partnership. Really, it's going to be empty of closeness. You're not going to see these individuals holding hands or cuddling or just kind of flirting with each other. When I say flirting, they may flirt, but it's not going to be that emotional connection that you'll see with regular partners, right? That kind of are comfortable with emotional connection. Now, I'm sure that there are certain individuals that this will work for, but as I mentioned earlier, at some level, everybody as a human being wants that emotional connection. So I have not seen these kind of relationship, which is very rare, last, because it's almost like they repel each other, right? And because they're so much alike, but the one pro I can tell you for sure, is that they definitely understand that they don't need to connect that emotional connection, which is one of the biggest challenges when they're in a relationship with other attachment styles, because other attachment styles want and need that kind of a closeness, that cuddling thing, that closeness emotionally, and they cannot tolerate it. So in terms of the fact that they understand each other from the fact that they don't need to be emotionally connected, that is a pro for that kind of a relationship with two partners of the dismissive avoidant attachment style. But otherwise, they're going to repel each other with certain things, because it's not going to be like a relationship. It's going to be kind of so cold, and they're not going to be committed. They may commit as partners, but it's never going to be like what it should be in a normal relationship. It would be, to me, more of a partnership. All right, guys. So I hope that helps, because this is going to be a short video, because of course, it's very difficult to speak about individuals. And remember, guys, everything is along a continuum. So depending on how dismissive they are, then it's also going to play out in that way as well. But I hope that kind of give you some kind of a understanding of what two dismissive avoidant partners, their connection, really partnership, would look like. All right, guys. So this is Christine, your relationship and mindset mastery doctor, and your leverage for change. Please like or share this video if you found some value in it, and subscribe to my channel so that as soon as I upload another video, you will be notified immediately. In the meantime, guys, keep growing. Take care. Bye-bye.